What are you two doing over there? Uh-oh. Looks like Scarlet is sitting on the eggs. Scarlet, does that mean you laid another one, or? Well, we must have decided that that's enough. I think there's only 2 eggs on it. Oh, no, maybe not. If you can see here, she is scooping the pine shavings that I gave her on top of the eggs. And yes, that's a kitty litter box. And they're both being very honky about this. Doesn't sound like alarmed honks, though. Just chatty. Are you guys being kind of chatty? That's not going to help anything. There's a lip there. She's scooping leaves towards the nest. Wow. Normally Scarlet is not this loud. She might have just laid the egg. Let's look. Can I look? No, puppies have to stay out of here. She might have just laid this egg here. Let's find out. Oh, Scarlet. Yep. Okay. This is a freshly laid goose egg right here. Or is it this one? Let's see. Ooh, nope. This is the one, because things are sticking to it and it is really, really warm. All right. So we have 3 goose eggs, as you can see. Boop, boop, and boop. And of course, there are chicken eggs in here. That was to get her to decide that this is a nest. Sometimes birds need convincing, so the absolute best way to know something for sure is to see it in action. So, geese are kinetic learners, like a lot of humans. But here we have a very, very freshly laid goose egg. So they're pretty good size, because this is a Jersey Giant egg. So it's pretty large, although this is a pretty small specimen of that. There's another one, a little bit bigger, I think. Yeah, just a little bit. But the goose eggs absolutely dwarf them. So what she was doing is this right here. They cover the eggs up to both hide them and insulate them. So there we go. Most of the time they lay them in the morning, but it's like 7:30 out, I think. So actually I could be totally wrong on that number. 8. It is 8 o'clock on the nose, and that's at night. And as you can tell by the fact that it's closing in on dusk, isn't it? Yeah. What are you doing, Scarlet? How come you're laying eggs so late in the day? So I don't get to choose. That's just when it happens. So I guess that geese are just like chickens. Whenever one of my hens lays an egg, she stands up, gets to the highest location around where she just laid the egg, and starts screaming at the top of her lungs for about half an hour straight, unless I come outside and say something. Ain't that right, chickens? Sit there and cluck, 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 and they'll do that for 30 or 45 minutes, unless I come outside and start chasing her a hen. When it's in one of the windows, because we have the little flower boxes in our windows, if it happens to be right in front of the bedroom flower box at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I come out and I am extremely angry. Although I think they finally eventually decided that's a bad idea. They're not above doing it in the middle of the day while I'm in class in the kitchen, which is right across from my study. So Yeah. and she just did it. She doesn't normally sit there and honk like she was on the video, but she sure was today, and that is why. Apparently, if you are a bird and you've just laid an egg, you're going to tell everybody about it. I don't know why. I'm going to have to look that up because it seems like a really stupid thing to do to me. If you have an item of potential value, both to you and to something that might want to eat it, and eggs are really, really good for other things to eat. They're highly nutritious. I would not tell everybody about it if I couldn't do anything about it, other than maybe defend it. So the chickens out here are not capable of defending their nest from my dogs, and they yell and scream about it. But now chickens are not super intelligent. But the geese don't seem to want to defend the nest at all, at least for me. They did attack the goats, which are actually not, on average, not a hell of a lot bigger than them. So, I mean, maybe that makes sense. But they will not defend it from me. They will run away. Well, yes, they will, but I think they would probably defend it against you. Well, let's try to keep this video down in length. What do you say? What should we end on? Cute puppies. Yes, that's a good one to end.